you love reading, start a book club in your neighborhood or your local community. And if you love horseback riding, start, a horse club. Whatever it is, you just want to be the expert in that area. And doing this, you're going to attract the people that you connect with and you enjoy being with.
Hi, I'm Maud Leger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, and innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Jess Cassidy from eXp and CEO at The Modern Real Estate Agent. Today's chat is all about leads. If you don't like door knocking and cold calling, Jess has the answer for you. She shared how she created, nurtured, and built her niche, and she shared tips and tricks on how you can do it as well. Let's get to my chat with Jess. Hi Jess, thanks for joining us on the episode today, and tell us what is the key to your success.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. So I've been in real estate for about 10 years now. And when I started, social media was not a very big thing. And that is how I got almost all of my business. My niche was military. And I just kind of dominated Facebook at that time.
Yeah, so you were being very specific with your niche, which is super important. And then how were you attracting them or getting them to trust you over social media?
So in the beginning, what it was I'm a military spouse. So what worked really well for me was, like you said, finding your niche and doing that. And using that to my advantage to build relationships with other military spouses. So in, Facebook and joining a lot of the local groups and just, starting to network with them and just be there and be a resource for them.
Yeah, I think just being relatable helps in any kind of niche finding situation.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened.
And then you continued growing over the last 10 years. Now that social media is getting a little saturated with real estate, obviously. What is your solution? Where do you go from here?
Yeah, definitely. And, what used to work at that time definitely is not the only thing anymore. I'm not the only military spouse in all of those Facebook groups, that's for sure. But still just staying true to my niche and what I'm an expert in. So I am on a bunch of other social media platforms, but still Facebook is the best for me in building real relationships because I can have real conversations. It's not just looking at pictures or fun videos and stuff. I feel like, the Facebook groups and stuff are still such a great way to just really connect and have a conversation and build relationships.
Yes, because that's the difference that I'm hearing from you too, versus realtors who just think they're going to post and post and post and clients will come to them. You're actually actively interacting on those platforms.
Yeah, exactly. And when I first started in real estate, I was an extreme introverted person, which I still tend to be a lot now. But at that time, I was not into going to networking events and, really just going out there. So this was, kind of a safe haven for me at that time. And then obviously, your confidence builds as you get more, business and you grow as a person and, you get older and all the good stuff. But yeah, I mean, it all evolves and social media is still, our number one platform, but just building those relationships and finding what works for you because other people, the networking or, cold calling and stuff is their area of expertise that they do enjoy doing.
Yeah. So that's one thing I read about you that was interesting is you said you didn't love cold calling, you didn't love door knocking, and I'm assuming networking either. What would you say to realtors who are starting up right now and they don't love it either? What kind of lead generating activities would you suggest?
Yes. So, whenever I talk with real estate agents, I tell them that really, in addition to finding their niche, it's also imperative to find, their marketing and their lead generation based on their personality and what they enjoy doing. If you love reading, start a book club in your neighborhood or your local community. And if you love horseback riding, start, a horse club, whatever it is, you just want to be the expert in that area. And doing this, you're going to attract the people that you connect with and you enjoy being with.
Yeah, that's great advice. That's very true. Very true. Get again the relatable, the clients will come to you type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And how do you keep yourself accountable to grow your business now that you've succeeded so far?
Well, that is something that is always a struggle, especially, in real estate because it's such a roller coaster. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really slow. But just being consistent and, having a schedule, showing up and treating it like a true business, that's really, really important because, being commission based for a lot of real estate agents, they don't have to answer to anybody. And they don't run their business like a business. And that really backfires because if you're only just staying on top of stuff as it comes in, you're not working towards the future months and everything of generating business. So having a schedule, lead generating, continue to do the same stuff every, day
Yeah.
is really important.
Yeah, totally. I agree. And then when you're teaching and mentoring and coaching realtors, what are the most often or the recurring questions you get the most often?
Well, I think, the first one is everybody's like, where do I get leads? How do I get started? And then that, just goes back to what we talked about finding what works for them. Because if everybody tries to do, the most common forms of lead generation and business development, they're going to fail because they don't enjoy it. They don't like it. They don't want to do it every day. And it's not gonna, people can see through people too when you're trying to do stuff that's just not you.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't work out really well. So in the beginning of talking with real estate agents, just developing that plan of what the best process is for them.
Yeah. And do you have any processes that worked for you or that you recommend doing other than focusing and working on your business?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to, other agents and stuff, is really just kind of self-discovering. If social media is where you want to be, you don't have to be on all of the platforms. You just have to think about where your ideal client is, and then that's where you want to be. If your person is, searching YouTube and watching how-to videos and stuff, then that's where you want to be to connect with them. If they love watching people dance and, have lots of fun on TikTok, maybe that's where your people are. So it's really just completely trying to individualize your business for you.
Yeah, that's really good point. Like once you have your niche, where do you find them? How would you go about developing a niche for someone if someone doesn't know where to look or they don't know what they're good at or love to do?
So I would suggest, writing a list of, 5 to 10 things of what you enjoy doing. That doesn't have anything to do with, real estate or, why you got in the business or anything like that. But just, thinking about the things that you enjoy doing in your free time and then taking that and trying to find some way to connect to meet other people or talk to people.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Think about that and then develop from there.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of people who got into real estate who, had corporate jobs and, had business relationships and stuff. So for those people, they can focus on building relationships with local businesses.
Yeah,
That's a great way to network for them.
true. Very true. When you think about 3 actions that every realtor should be doing, what would they be?
They should be goal planning,
Nice.
daily lead gen,
Nice.
and I think spending time working in your business as well.
Love it. Yeah, that's amazing. When you're coaching realtors, do you have any resources that you recommend, any books or author that really are helping grow businesses?
Um, yes, we actually have a whole list of, books that we think are really great. I think, outside, thinking a little bit bigger than just, the typical real estate books and stuff. But Russell Brunson, like Traffic Secrets, is really good for marketing and lead generation. I don't think that real estate agents really focus on, building funnels for their marketing business. And I think that that's a missed opportunity for generating leads, no matter what, niche you have. So I definitely think, Traffic Secrets by um, Russell Brunson's really good. I also think the 4 Hour Work Week is really good as well. But yeah, there's tons of them, and there's tons of really good ones on real estate in general. But most of them are kind of dated. By the time books come out and stuff, networking, social media, and all that stuff has just kind of already evolved.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so podcasts are really good, I think, for agents to stay top of mind for everything.
Definitely. That's amazing. What do you think was the best advice you've ever received in your business?
I'm gonna do this twofold. I'm gonna say the worst advice I got led me to, find what, worked for me. And when I started in real estate, we were taught to, call for sale by owners and expireds and door knock and circle prospect. And I was petrified. And everybody just kind of made it seem like that's what you had to do. You needed to basically call the phone book, every day. And in spite of that, I knew I just had to find something that worked for me.
Yeah.
So that's the big part that I would say that's, kind of opposite of what you asked.
Yes.
And then the best piece of advice is really always continue learning, always have a coach, always have other people that you listen to, you know what they say, like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room,
Yes.
so just always be evolving, listen to people, see what they're doing, and, take it and change it up and make it good for you.
Yeah, being a sponge for knowledge. Love it.
Always. Yeah, you have to.
That would help grow for sure.
Yeah, and collaboration too. Working with other real estate agents in your area or out of the area, you can learn so much just by working together.
Yeah, definitely. What was a defining moment for you that you thought, wow, the real estate is my thing. I love it. I'm doing great at it. I'm gonna mentor and coach other realtors. What was it for you?
I think when I realized that I was not, your average real estate agent doing those tasks that they said to do. And then, people were always like, how do you get your business? Where are you, how are you getting, so many people under contract and listings? And then that's when I was like, I really wish that I had had someone take me under my wing, under their wing, and, help guide me. Yeah. Help guide me and just give me, a little bit of advice that wasn't in the textbook at that time. So, from that point forward, I was just really like, there's so many people out there that can really, use this advice, and I want to help them.
Yeah, totally. Sharing your knowledge again.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. So what's
absolutely.
exciting for you in the future and what our next lead innovating way you're gonna find to generate business? What's coming up for you?
So currently, we are creating lots and lots of marketing that's in-person marketing materials to give to our buyers and our sellers, just to kind of set, ourselves a little apart and be different. And then in, mentoring and coaching, we have started some new programs to try and help, real estate agents. We have some monthly coaching programs and monthly just kind of training portals where they can just log in and they get all kinds of new content. And, I'm always learning from them too. So we're always just trying to stay ahead of the game a little bit.
Yeah.
on both ends. And, as a coach and a mentor, I'm still in production myself. So I'm still out there, on the ground, working just like everybody else.
Yeah. Getting the leads and then selling.
Yep. And all the crazy markets, like we never know what's happening.
Yes. Yeah. It's up and down and like it always changes. That's the beauty of real estate.
Yes, exactly. Just when you think you've seen it all, you haven't.
Nice. Yes. Very true. So tell us, where do we find you? Where do you advertise yourself, or where can we learn more about what you're offering?
Yeah, so you can connect with me, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me at justcassidy.com. And you can find all the real estate stuff. You can join our free Facebook group that we have, about 2,500 real estate agents in there, where we do trainings and collaborations. So we would love to have anybody come join us on there. That's the modern real estate agent. And just come hang out with us.
Yeah, awesome. We'll share all of that. That's amazing. And thank you so much for sharing all your tips and advice and your story, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining. If you know anyone who could benefit from learning about building a niche and getting more leads, please click and share it with them.